Please welcome the wild and wonderful Patty Cakes!
Oh my goodness, it's a Friday night in Bedford. We are here for super effective patty cakes making their way to the ring. I am Andy H, and joined alongside me is Owen Charles. Welcome, Owen Charles.
Hello, Andy H.
I am the sweet and sassy Patty Cakes, and I will be your host today. Welcome to Super Effective. It's very warm in the crowd. Please stay nice and hydrated today, because we have 7 incredible matches for you, including the winner of our last show's Last Chance Scramble, Ricky Calvet, using his shot at the Ticking Time Bomb Championship. We also have our investigators looking into the mysterious death of Truman Roswell, calling their first, not witness, what am I looking for, suspect, to the ring. We also have our wild encounter match. And we have the in-ring return of a particularly slimy weasel. Weasel! Yes!
I made this sign like 3 weeks before.
Can we have a big cheer for that wonderful sign? But first, I think we need a referee. Give it up for referee! We have all the ingredients we need for an opening match. So how about we bring out some wrestlers? What do you reckon, guys? Amazing! Crystal, do your thing!
What a lovely sight to see Ref Lilith in our opening contest.
Yeah, not as lovely as about to see who the first competitor in the match is.
I was going to get to that in a minute.
Well, we've seen his name, we've seen him on the screen, we know he's coming out. And yeah, you can tell already, the room, not happy.
There's Sher Khan, hailing from the Bronze Kingdom. Not made many friends here in Sacrifice Pro since making his debut late last year. Couple wins under his belt in more recent history, though, especially in tag team action with MJ Grayson. And now taking on a man whose demons have been cast out. Tommy Kyle firmly in the rearview mirror. A loser no more. It's Tig.
Yeah, like you just said, finally got rid of the demons that were keeping him down in Tommy Kyle. You may have seen the video that he released this week, and he said, I just want to go back to having fun. That is an ethos I can get behind. That is an ethos Sacrifice Pro fans can get behind. And it'll be very, very nice to see Tig have some fun, hopefully at the expense of Sher Khan.
Yeah, I feel like we've seen Tig living in a nightmare of his own, in his own head over the last year or so, going through the Loserweight Championship situation that he went through, then into the Tommy Kyle scenario. He really hasn't had a chance to stretch his legs and have fun in Sacrifice.
No, so this is, like you say, this is really the first opportunity, I would say pretty much since he debuted, that we get to see no weight on his shoulders Tig.
Sher Khan starting aggressive already with the maneuver into the full Nelson. Online, these two have exchanged quite a few words over the recent weeks, and Sher Khan looking to get the warrior out of Tig.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like we've said, we've mentioned it already, Tig had a lot going on in his head with Tommy Kyle, and it seems like, you know, he's gone through that now, and he's not willing to let anyone just get back into his head and fill him with negative vibes and bringing him down. Sher Khan said a lot, and Tig just said, you know what? I've been through enough recently. You're not going to get to me that easily. Let's just settle it in the ring, and we'll go from there. So here we are.
Yeah, do you think that Tig's maybe underestimating Sher Khan by having that approach?
No, I don't think it's a case of underestimating him. I think he's riding a high. He's probably had the biggest win of his sacrifice career in the most recent show.
100%. So, champion.
And, you know, you ride that wave of momentum. If you can beat somebody like Tommy Kyle, who we spoke about in all his accolades during their match, you are feeling good going into competition. You still need to be aware that you're facing a new challenge, but that doesn't mean that you can't, you know, have confidence and feel good about yourself when you're in there.
Yeah, absolutely. As they now go into a collar and elbow tie-up. Sher Khan getting the better of Tig again in these opening exchanges. Slight power advantage on the side of Sher Khan versus Tig, but Tig, very much the technician, managing to switch that round and gain control.
Yeah, and I'm not entirely sure how long Sher Khan has been wrestling for, but I do think Tig's probably got a slight experience advantage. Might have a couple of years on him at least.
Both these play fight trained, school run by Cara Noir.
Oh, look at the strength of Tig.
Yeah, Tig in some shape now. Goes under. Tig going old school of that test of strength. Not entirely sure how wise that is, considering the opening exchange has been all Sher Khan with the power. And Tig getting the speed advantage, but there he goes. Oh, a little spanky do.
Just a little slap on his bot.
Happy Friday.
Oh, no. Sher Khan said we are not shaking hands, Tig.
No, it left no real room for a conversation either.
No, the crowd didn't get a chance to respond before Sher Khan smacked him in the face.
And now adding insult to injury by delivering a few more in the corner, but Tig goes up and over the top. Ducks one, ducks another, takes out the foot of Sher Khan, stomp to the back, off he goes again, sent on, two, just a two.
Very, very nice combat. We spoke about the strength of Tig. We said how good of a shape he is. This is probably the best shape he has been in his career.
100%.
You can see he's lighter, he's more nimble on his feet, he's faster.
Oh, go with that lost in translation knee, but Sher Khan smartly out the way. Go for that dragon suplex. Again, Sher Khan manages to break the hold. Sends Tig off.
Oh, they both went for the same idea. It looks like Tig just got the better of Sher Khan.
Tig shooting off.
Oh! That is going to leave a stinger on Tig's neck.
Yeah, went for that cannonball onto the middle rope. Sher Khan moves out the way, now puts on a cover, just a two. Just less the second time, even less on the third, goes for a fourth cover. Tig still kicking out at one.
And we've spoken about stuff like this before. Tig has been very, very regular on the Sacrifice Pro roster. I think he's probably taken part in almost every show in the last year. Sher Khan, not so much. And what you get with that is Sher Khan able to watch, able to study Tig. Tig has been very busy with Tommy Kyle, so he doesn't get that opportunity. Sher Khan moved out of the way of that cannonball, and now Sher Khan firmly in control.
Yeah, taking the referee's count all the way to the maximum, not allowing Tig a second to breathe in that corner. Sher Khan leaving a little bit too much time potentially for Tig to recover, but it goes straight back in, and this time now goes for the leg. Tig managing to get an elbow back. Frees his leg and another back elbow. Oh, went for the lost in translation a second time.
Is again Sher Khan out the way, knew it was coming, has clearly done his homework on Tig.
Yeah, very clearly, and there's a lot of Tig's work out there at the moment. Oh, and Sher Khan calling back to that loser streak. And then a huge back suplex as well. Taking the time to gloat there.
Yeah, that might be some of the inexperience we've spoken about. That's an extra second there that realistically could have been the difference between this match being over already.
Now Sher Khan. Putting that pressure right the way through Tig's back and the lower jaw. After just going through a submission match with Tommy Kyle, I'm not sure he'd give up this easily as he makes it to the ropes.
And this is that fighting spirit we have come to love of Tig. We know he's not going to back down. Like you just say, that submission match that he's just had with Tig, they really, really put it all out there, and Tig kept fighting, kept staying in it, and eventually got the victory. So we know he's got a very, very high pain tolerance when he needs to.
Yeah, the resilience of Tig, just generally across his Sacrifice Pro career, has been so impressive to watch. The progression of Tig has been insane. But right now we are seeing Sher Khan with the upper hand in this moment.
Yeah, and we're clearly talking a lot about Tig. Like we say, he's had the most activity probably recently in the Sacrifice roster. If Sher Khan can knock Tig off today, Sher Khan shoots up those power rankings in Sacrifice Pro. Management has to start talking about bigger opportunities for Sher Khan.
Absolutely, the momentum shift would be incredible for him, but Tig there we saw with the big back body drop to get some space, and this Sacrifice Pro crowd is now getting firmly behind their man of culture. As Tig runs in with a huge right arm, and a second one, this time with even more impact.
Smart from Sher Khan, but Tig had it scouted.
Takes out the leg again. Puts him on the ropes.
He's going for it again. This is a risky play, Tig.
Cannonball! Goes for the cover. 1, 2.
Sher Khan, just as resilient as Tig.
Just managing to get that shoulder up in time to keep the match alive, but Tig managing to get the momentum behind him and stay alive in this matchup.
I genuinely believe there is nobody on Sacrifice Pro's roster that has the crowd behind them in the way that Tig does at the moment.
No, looks like he went for the lost in translation for a third time, and this time Sher Khan was there.
Oh, big spine buster.
Looks like Tig tried to counter it and there just wasn't enough space and time for him to do so.
Woo! Sher Khan's statement of intent. He said, "I'm not done with you."
Oh my God!
Tig is not done with Sher Khan either.
What an incredible powerbomb, almost putting Tig through the canvas, but Tig still just managing to get the shoulder up. We spoke earlier about Tig's resilience. We're seeing it here now, firsthand.
Oh, Sher Khan's getting distracted. We know, we have seen what happens when people start blaming Lilith. It does not end well.
Full crash out from Sher Khan. Tig heads up. Dragon suplex!
There's the fire.
Tig's feeling it. Tig sees the gap. He's got Sher Khan right in his sights. Lost in translation. 1, 2, 3. Tig does it. Tig wins.
Beautiful victory from Tig. We spoke a lot about the resilience, what he had to fight through previously. If people didn't know now, they do after watching that with Sher Khan. He will keep fighting, he will keep overcoming. And just like we said, management have to be paying attention to Tig's rise. There are big things in Tig's future, I guarantee it.
Tig with another W in the column. Tommy Kyle, Sher Khan, both falling victims to the man from Lumiere. What next on the journeys of Tig? Will it be gold? Let's hope.
wrestler, but you wouldn't spend time with him socially. I get it, honestly, I get it. Now, who was with us when the weather was very different at our Christmas show back in December? Some die-hard fans in the house. So who remembers the very mysterious death of Truman Roswell? May he rest in peace. I hear his ashes have been blown up into space, where he would want them to be, closer to the aliens. So obviously you saw let a couple of people on the mission of working out what exactly happened to Truman, because we just found him dead in the changing room. It was quite traumatic, actually. So I think we should see how that is all going. So shall we bring out our investigators? Yeah. Get your whoops ready. Crystal, take it away.
So, as kindly introduced by Patty Cakes, still leading the investigation into the mysterious passing away, we'll call, of Truman Roswell.
Well,
I don't want to use the M word at this stage.
you can. He was mangled.
Sure.
Into the ring, we have lead detective Connor Albright and real lead detective Trip Hazard. This is the investigators!
We've got the investigators, lead detective Connor Albright and real lead detective Trip Hazard.
Yeah, I don't know why there was inflection in your voice. Real lead detective Trip Hazard. Connor Albright is clearly on work experience. You can tell by the way he's dressed. He's got his dad's best blazer on. Try saying that 5 times fast.
Dad's best blazer, dad's best blazer, dad's best blazer, dad's best blazer, dad's best blazer.
All right, we all like a show off.
That was hard.
Not as hard as this bloody detection's going. Detection, investigation.
Two, they could
I'm not a detective.
They are detecting things, are they?
They're going to detect something, I'll tell you.
Donuts.
Don't call it that.
No, they're holding.
that.
No, they're holding.
Trip Hazard's a serious investigator.
Deputy Trip Hazard.
He is spilling crumbs in the rig,
It's
which
a
is
special day.
disrespectful.
Because after months and months of investigating, we have a suspect.
Don't they say this every time?
The murder of Truman Roswell will not be forgotten.
They use the
because
M word.
Deputy Trip Hazard and the Chief Connor Albright. Well, we know who's behind it all. Trip, call out our first witness.
Bring out Nemotoxin.
I? From Pixar?
I want to know what clues have led them to investigate neurotoxin, the briefcase holder, the all-star briefcase holder.
Let them plead their case.
I'm speculating. I'm investigating from all the way back here.
Well, that's not your job, is it? We've got people that investigate and they're out in the ring, so let them do their job.
They're eating donuts and wearing clothes too big for them.
He's a police officer. He eats donuts.
I think that's a horrible stereotype.
It's not a I'm watching Trip Hazard do it right now.
Have a seat.
That could be offensive.
I feel like you've got something against Trip Hazard, and I'm not a fan.
I'm neutral. I just say what I
What time are
see.
we conducting this interview? Has anyone got the time?
It's 1954, Trip.
All fours.
See this? That's a great leader.
Nero.
He will be on his hands and knees to support his apprentice.
Roswell's death.
No comment.
Fishy.
Where were you when the last time you saw Truman Roswell?
No comment.
What's the biggest animal you think you could beat in a fight?
Very important.
How is that relevant?
Your mum.
Oh! Oh no!
Guilty. Guilty. Cuff her now. That is objecting the peace.
Neurotoxin just called Mrs. Hazard an animal.
Connor Hazard isn't a suspect. say it on myself.
Oh, what is the implications of that
You
statement?
see here,
Doing his job.
Neurotoxin. That is your real name.
Yeah, where's your birth certificate?
It's an alias, I think is what they're getting at. Not an alien, an alias.
We've
We've already got too many of those.
That's right. And there was only one person that made sense for this evidence. So bring the evidence up. Let's show everyone what we've got.
See, they've got evidence.
Oh, very evidence.
That's just a bloke.
A greased up bloke.
The evidence is a geezer.
He's wearing gloves.
Proceed.
I am so confused. This is.
That's right. I call her Professor Peppy.
Professor Peppy.
Other brands are available.
Of Truman Roswell. And it is a very known fact that Truman Roswell hates E-numbers.
He hates E-numbers.
And you know what E-numbers do to the average person?
Tell us, Connor.
Turn their hair green!
Yeah.
Or hair dye.
That is also a fair point.
They actually put hair dye in Professor Peppy. So your statement isn't matching up. So we're going to ask you again. Where were you on the night that Truman Roswell was murdered?
No comment.
Where was you on the night Truman Roswell was murdered?
No comment.
This is very good. Police officer work. He's breaking her down.
Where was
Were
you?
you on the night that Truman Roswell
I feel like they're
was
losing
murdered?
composure.
I was beating your ass for this.
You better start showing us some respect.
Yeah.
Or my partner here is going to beat you down.
You tried that the last time.
He's
Let's get a ref.
Ref out here.
Oh! He said it!
Let's get a ref.
This is classic Trip. We know he's got a short fuse.
There's just a greased up detective in the ring as well, by the way. And
It's official. Your next match is between Connor Albright and Neurotoxin.
it's an official match and the bell's rung!
Well, this. Right,
Uppercut from Neurotoxin!
right. Trip.
Straight into the spinal seizure!
Your winner, Neurotoxin.
And as quick as you like, Neurotoxin dispatches Connor Albright the exact same way that she dispatched him to win that All-Star briefcase.
yeah. See, that was incredible leadership from Trip Hazard throughout.
He supported Connor Albright by getting on all fours to be a seat, so Connor Albright could do his best work while sat down, while relaxed. Then he led Connor Albright to an unexpected test. He let Connor Albright complete the test. He failed, but Connor Albright will go back and he will learn. Trip Hazard will teach him, and they will proceed with the investigation.
Oiling himself up. Mama Cakes is in the crowd, everybody! She will be making inappropriate comments all night, tell her all. Now, y'all! Sacrifice Pro has been around for quite a long time. Does anybody know how long Sacrifice Pro has been around? My good friend over here with fantastic sign, do you know? And how old are you? Do you know what? You're really close. Next show is our anniversary show, and it's actually 9 years! I would like to take this moment to just shout out my her beautiful husband, who is the founder of Sacrifice Pro. Bless him, spending 9 years of his life doing this. Now, you eager die-hard fans, I know you're in the crowd. You know, because you've been paying attention and you're very, very good at this. You probably follow us on social media, and if you don't, you probably should, because then you get to keep up with all the good stuff. You know that there's 2 matches pretty much set in stone for the next anniversary show, don't you? Yes. Yes, you do. You could nod. I'm going to tell you what they are anyway. You could pretend you knew all along. So one of them, we know that Freddie Idol is going for the Ultimate Sacrifice Championship against Harrison Neal. We've been gunning for that for a year. He's been gunning for that since last anniversary show. And the other match that we know is definitely going to happen, you know, because you pay special attention, don't you? Hellbound called out Progressive Overload for the Saints of Sacrifice Championship. So that's absolutely going to happen at the next show as well. Now, we are down about 50% of our tag teams this show. So we're having a singles tag match. Thanks, Mum. Shall we bring some single tag partners out? Yeah! Amazing. Crystal!
Not related to this match. I'll come to that in a second. Trip Hazard said something very interesting during that last, let's call it, situation. Mm-hmm. He said, neurotoxin, if that is your real name.
Yeah.
Who said that? Whose famous line was that? That was Truman Roswell's.
Yeah.
I sense a conspiracy.
He's a professional. Here he comes. The most likeable man on the Sacrifice Pro roster. The friendliest man. The man with all the friends. The man with one very, very, very good friend.
One very good friend in El Jantonio, who unfortunately is injured and couldn't be here today. One half of the loserweight tag team champions. Where is his title? Why has he not brought out his loserweight championship with him?
That's a symbol of the negative elements of a friendship. There is so much more to the friendship than that loserweight championship.
And someone who is definitely not a loser. One half, along with Aidan White, of the Saints of Sacrifice champions. Ben Gedling, straight from the gym by the looks of it. Guy's looking wham. Aidan White, unfortunately, having to take the evening off today to cool down after the interactions with Joey Slade at the last show.
Yeah, it got intense. It started off respectful and then very, very quickly got very, very heated.
And speaking of Joey Slade, member of Hellbound, the Dark Fruit Daddy representing Hellbound, and his tag team partner Joey Slade in this matchup, who was the 2026 Rumble winner, was Joey Slade.
Was indeed. And he made it very, very clear he wants one of those titles that Ben Gedling is holding over his head.
Interestingly enough, we have one half of the loserweight tag team champions and one half.
No, we're just
Where's your championship, Memes?
Memes, we're just talking about how good of friends you are.
One half of the Saints of Sacrifice champions in the ring and one half of the Saints of Sacrifice #1 contenders. Very interesting half of tag teams in this matchup.
Very nice.
Both David Grant and Ben Gedling seem to not be... Oh! Straight out of somewhere to Ben Gedling.
Powered by friendship.
And now we've got the big boys left in the ring.
Oh, okay, Memes, cheeky boy. Okay.
I'm winning!
I think we've got a couple of big boy luchadors on our hands.
Yeah, that one managed to trip David Grant, who fires back with a chop. One from Memes. Not doing much effect. Now David Grant firing off multiple, getting Memes into the corner.
Okay, we're moving the ring. The ring is moving.
Send him off into a hip toss. David Grant upright. And Ben Gedling, no small man, but
No small man, he's up already after taking that cutter off of Memes.
yeah, he is wham. They're in there with Ben Gedling and Memes. This is a very meaty affair.
Oh my jaw hurts just watching.
David Grant firing those big forearms into Ben Gedling. Ben Gedling and Memes almost working together, I think, not necessarily on purpose there. Gut kick from Ben Gedling sends off Memes. Went for a back body drop, but almost too soon.
You're the tag team champion. What's this?
Ben Gedling all out of sorts. Memes even saying to him, you're supposed to be a tag champ.
I'm going to say something, right? I'm going to say, and look, we know my feelings about Memes and Jantonio.
Yes, you're the biggest super fan
Correct.
of the friendship.
Genuinely, I am seeing improvements every single time Memes is in the ring. And I think he's been training with Jantonio. He's getting quicker, he's getting more nimble.
Just listen to the impact of these forearms from both David Grant and Ben Gedling, though, as we turn our attention back into the ring and away from Memes, who's currently recovering in the crowd. Ben Gedling calling for the lariat, but there's Memes. Picked his moment and interrupted Ben Gedling while he was full of momentum and on the run.
Straight into the post.
Yeah.
Whoa! Ben Gedling manages to stop getting thrown into the post and then ran into it himself.
I mean, it wasn't straight into the post.
Ben Gedling really missing Aiden White at this moment in time. It just seems to be all over the place. In the nicest possible way.
I'm going to say it. Memes is absolutely running the show.
Big black hole slam from Memes, center of the ring. Ben Gedling, shoulders down. Just a 2. You're absolutely right there, Owen. Memes is in control of this match up to this point. He spent the best part of the match in control. Definitely proving a point out there today.
Yeah, now, Memes has made it very clear this is a singles match. It is technically a singles match, it's a triple threat. Although they're all part of teams, this is 3 individuals. However, if Memes wins, does that mean him and Jantonio no longer loserweight tag champs?
No, I believe it has to be in a tag affair, but it would definitely set up, I would say, a match for those loserweight tag championships in a tag team affair. I think there's a lot of implications that could happen from this match. If Memes pins Ben Gedling, does that mean him and El Jantonio get a shot at the same Sacrifice Championship?
I mean,
Do they become in contention for that?
could be down the line, could be at the anniversary, who knows?
If Memes pins David Grant, does that mean Hellbound should, in theory, be in a matchup for the Loserweight Tag Team Championships?
Now we're talking.
There is so much that could go on here. I know we don't want to talk about necessarily the tag teams to the fullest because it is, you're right, a single triple threat affair. But it's almost like speed dating for tag teams. We're all the single guys here.
I think some of them might be in relationships.
Yeah, all tag teams. Tag team relationships. Ben Gedling, combination strike offense, and in comes David Grant, taking down Gedling and Memes.
This is what David Grant does best, running through other human beings.
He is just a steam train straight to hell. You see these big running splashes now from David Grant, purposefully striding across the ring. Went to send in Ben Gedling, but got switched in himself. Now an opportunity to team up here.
Yeah, I don't know if I like this.
As Memes takes the brunt of all the offense from Progressive Hellbound.
Yeah, I mean, they've got previous as working as a team as recently as the last show, so...
Yeah, it went well, and it didn't go so well. And we saw how well that ended by the end of the match. Big leg drop, that huge.
Yep.
Thigh of David Grant straight to the jaw of Memes, and there we see the alliance breakdown.
We all knew how this was going to go. Yep, we are just back to beating each other senseless.
David Grant going for that signature power bomb, gets Ben Gedling up! Unbelievable impact, too! And Ben Gedling somehow getting the energy to kick out.
It wasn't a convincing kick out, but he does stay alive a little bit longer.
You see Ben Gedling just look up towards the corner there. I wonder if he just was hoping for a tag team partner to be stood there reaching a hand out.
It is natural. I spent the majority of my career in a tag team, and you do. You are so used to being able to reach for some help. You've always got your best friend there, your colleague, and yeah, you then end up in a singles match and you realise you are all alone. Especially in a conversation like this where there's two people against you.
Ben Gedling fighting back. Starting to get David Grant down. There comes Memes. Runs through. Spins up.
Pop up out of somewhere.
Double cutter. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. Goes to cover David Grant. 1, 2.
What?
And another kick out at 2.
How have both of them just kicked out? Something is not right here. That's it, Memes.
He started to call on the Sacrifice Pro crowd as he gets David Grant onto his shoulders. And hits a Death Valley driver. And David Grant kicks out.
Memes doesn't have his best friend D'Antonio here, so he called on every single one of his friends in Bedford Town to strengthen David Grant up.
Gets up Ben Gedling. Ben fighting. Sends Memes into the corner.
Ooh, he's goozled him.
Look at the aggression on Memes' face. Choke slam from Memes.
This is it.
It's gotta be. Oh my God!
What is going on? I think David Grant and Ben Gedling are just out here trying to emasculate each other at the expense of Memes. They're both like, I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you, and they're making Memes look stupid, and I'm not going to have it.
Ben Gedling slips down the back again, sends Memes back into the corner. He's still reeling, still struggling. Ducks one from David Grant. Big boot. Memes up on the corner. Ben goes in. Ducks out of the way of Memes. Lariat from Ben Gedling. 1, 2, 3. It's all over.
This is what happens. This is what happens when you don't have your best friend there to support you. This will not continue for much longer. D'Antonio will be back and Memes will be at full strength because of the power of friendship.
Early on in this matchup, Memes kept saying to Ben Gedling, you're a tag team champion. And Ben, in the closing stage of this match, just proved exactly why he is. And then turns his attention straight to Hellbound member David Grant. This isn't over.
No, there's going to be a lot happening at the anniversary. I think this one's going to boil over. The respect now has gone out the window.
Yeah, and this just adds another tick in the column of progressive overload.
Means don't go anywhere, we need a word. Just because you decided to leave the loserweight tag title in your bag today, and just because your best friend El Jantonio isn't here, doesn't mean that you're not one half of the loserweight tag team titles, and I think it's disingenuous to tell these people otherwise. What's going on with you, mate?
Let me correct you. First of all, El Jantonio and I have never been friends. We've never done anything friendly. We've never done any of that.
Oh, you're so mean.
Friendship. We're not friends.
Friendship.
But I haven't noticed that these people, even just now, do you think a year ago they would be doing this for me? I don't think they would. And I know that's because of Jantonio. But if me and him are going to be something, we can't have those belts anymore. I can't do it.
It's funny enough that you bring up the loserweight tag team titles, because for years, every time someone has had the loserweight title, it's kind of lit a fire under them, you see. It's kind of been a slingshot, a rocket back to the top. Once you know what the bottom looks like, it's so much easier to look up. But I think the big issue here is, really, because there's two of you holding the same belt, misery loves company. And we really thought this would light a fire under you. But I guess the two of you are having so much fun together.
This close to walking out that door.
You're having so much fun with team names and fun entrance videos, and maybe even matching gear, that it's not lighting the fire under you that we thought it would. But it could. You see, it's loserweight tag team titles.
Yeah.
And with El Jantonio injured, or at least that's what he's telling us, with El Jantonio injured, it means that there's another show here where we don't get to see those titles defended.
Thank God.
So it can't skyrocket both of you, but there is a chance that it could skyrocket one of you. We just got off the phone with El Jantonio, and he's cleared to compete for next show, our 9th anniversary. So here's what I'm suggesting. If you both agreed to it, and if you both were actual friends, you would be happy to see the other one succeed. So here's what we're suggesting. If your friendship is as strong as that name says, how about the two of you go one-on-one to unify the loserweight tag team titles, where one of you is happy to see the other go on and succeed. But this only works if you're actually goddamn friends. So what'll it be? Be miserable together, or be proud of each other together?
I'll sort it out.
Bedford, I think we have a match. At the 9th anniversary show, me and the returning El Jantonio one-on-one to crown one loserweight champion.
You heard it from Hustle Malone. We've got another anniversary match set. Loserweight championship on the line.
Do you feel like you're getting all the good stuff today? Yeah! Right, I have a question. Do we have any gamers in the house? Do we have any really loud gamers in the house? Yeah! Hell yeah! On the count of 3, I'd like you to shout out your favorite game. 1, 2, 3. Mine too. Now, as you know, Sacrifice Pro is a charity show, and today's charity is one for you wonderful gamers. Today we're raising money for Safe in Our World. Give it a cheer, everyone. industry. We're talking policies, we're talking training, we're talking resources, awareness, you name it, they're doing it. They've got a bunch of lovely goodies over there. Please see lovely Lily for those. Including cute badge, cute wristband, leaflet. That's for you, darling. And if you have any questions, I'm sure you can ask them over there. Give us another cheer for Sigma Miles! Thank you very much. Don't forget to get raffle tickets and merch, and your proceeds will also go to them. Now, how about some more wrestling? Your next match is your first half main event. And it features two people who have been coming for each other for months now. So, I know. There's a lot of people got a lot of anger issues they need to work out with each other. Maybe you guys can help them work through some stuff, mediate some conversations. But we like to do it in the ring. So, Crystal, would you bring us some wrestlers, please?
Here's our fourth contest of the evening. And what one to have.
Yep, the jolly as ever.
Making his way to the ring, this is the unbelievable Chris Aries!
Yeah. He might be unbreakable, but he can bloody break my spirit, I tell you. Second he walks out, I'm like, yay.
Yeah, Chris Aries on a very strong run of dominance. Not necessarily with victories, but in his actions in the ring. Arguably one of the most dangerous men on the Sacrifice roster. Former Saints of Sacrifice champion.
He's just so smug.
Yeah, turned on his own tag team partner. And his opponent, one of the greatest combat athletes that Sacrifice Pro has.
Oh dear. This is the difference between the two of them. MJ Grayson knows he can fight, but he doesn't show off about it. Chris Aries, he likes to let everybody know exactly what he's capable of.
MJ Grayson coming into the ring with that black belt. Doesn't do it for a laugh, does it for a reason. Highly decorated. Oh! Chris Aries goes low immediately.
You guys, come on. You guys have left us voicemail after voicemail telling us how much you hate each other. You sent us hate mail to each other, to us. Do you know how horrible it is reading that? And then we put you in a match finally, and you do that. Yeah. Well, do you know what, ladies and genders? I don't think this is good enough. I think instead of a singles match, you two should actually have an Iron Man match. So how about it? Crystal, give us 10 minutes on the clock. Pins, submissions, and for some reason, because it's so important to your relationship, any kicks to the Pokeballs count at that point.
Yeah.
Starting with 1 point to Chris Aries. Let's have it!
It is 1-1 to Chris Aries. If this has just turned into an Iron Man match over 10 minutes, where low blows also count.
Okay, right.
As MJ Grayson just punches the little Aries.
We don't know they're that hairy. Oh, Aries. I was going to say, he might shave.
A little double entendre for you, sir.
Oh, he's bloody done it again!
2-1 to Chris Aries. I feel like this is what we're going to just see for 10 minutes.
Well, you're keeping score because I'm already confused.
I'm going to try.
Balls of steel!
Balls of steel, says Chris Aries. As MJ Grayson levels it at 2-2 and Chris Aries' ghoulies just got rocked.
I believe they call this the fighting spirit spot.
And in comes Chris and into the...
Good goodness! Oh my goodness, I think he lost a tooth!
Into the MJ gonads.
I think MJ Grayson lost a tooth off of that one!
Kicked his testy straight into his teeth.
Oh my goodness, something came out of his mouth!
Teethicle. There's something in there. I'll find it later.
Nothing in there anymore if he keeps kicking at him.
I think that's 3-2 to Chris Aries. I've already lost count. Oh, misdirection.
I mean, Chris Aries really should know better. You cannot hit someone in the nuts from up there.
3-3 as both these men look nauseous.
Is anybody else's stomach hurting?
So much hurts. MJ Grayson just asked, should we do some wrestling?
Everyone's composing themselves. Oh, we're moving. We are moving.
Yeah, it is 3-3 in falls now for these two. And MJ Grayson's getting rocking and rolling as he takes a couple deep breaths and recovers from that early onslaught to the nethers.
How is this man not winded?
This man has probably suffered a lot worse contact to his testicles in the past.
What do you mean?
He's a combat athlete. I'm sure he's taking one.
Oh! That was a headbutt to the balls. I think I'm allowed to say that.
Flying head-to-head action.
You are disgusting.
I'm just calling it as I see it. A body slam from Chris Aries, an actual wrestling move has been spotted.
Lovely, clean body slam. Some more of them, please, gentlemen. Thank you. Yeah, celebrate the body slam. Good work.
Making sure that little Chris and little Chris's are okay while he's up there as well. Oh, it's MJ Grayson. Hangs up Chris by the Goonies.
Does that count?
It might do. I've lost count. I think it might be 4 each.
No, I'm pretty sure they only have 2 each.
No, they have 4 between the two.
But how many points?
4 each.
How many balls?
4 between the two. 2 each.
Okay.
That's a lot of saying the same numbers. Chris Aries calling for a truce. His family jewels have had enough.
No.
I'm going to sacrifice myself. No. Yeah.
Oh!
No, Chris, you can't. He's going to sacrifice himself.
It had to be him, not me, not MJ, him. These two men just struggling on the top rope as all the pressure in the plums. And Chris Aries rocks them. I don't think this is scoring any points. It's just adding insult to injuries.
Get another name down on the wet cake board. Pressure in the plums.
Show name list. Add it. Oh. Slap the rope. Just add pressure, and I'm not sure either of these two are going to be able to stand after that.
Hey guys, we're not even halfway through yet.
I was waiting for the This Is Wrestling chance, but I just don't think they're going to come.
Hey, whoa, hold on a second.
Move on.
No, we're talking about testicles.
Let's just brush over that one. That was accidental.
And I'll go straight forward.
2.
At 5 minutes remaining, the scores are 4 to Chris Aries and 3 to MJ Grayson.
Chris Aries spit water straight in the lower area of MJ Grayson, but it doesn't seem to be affecting him other than getting him a little bit wet.
He got a little bit wet?
Yeah. I don't think by choice. Chris Aries takes another sip of water and maybe he's going to try again with the same idea. Oh! There's MJ Grayson! Kicks Chris Aries. Oh!
good.
The referee's down!
That's a point. That's a point for MJ Grayson.
The referee's been kicked in the stripes.
I don't think it was. I don't think it was actually clarified whose balls you need to kick.
Yeah, does that count as a disqualification and therefore a fall for someone? I've fully lost count though. I don't know who's in the lead. And MJ Grayson goes down to another fall to Chris Aries.
Lilith, please be careful. I think Lilith will be safe.
I don't really know what to say.
Is that the sound of people clapping, or is...
Let's just leave that one in there. As a turnbuckle makes connection with the cojones of MJ Grayson. And MJ Grayson, I think, might be coughing up one. If he's not careful.
Chris Aries, do not do what I think you're going to do.
Chris Aries going up for that Olympus elbow. Straight to the lowers.
6-3 to Chris Aries.
6-3 to Chris Aries.
You want
As announced by Patty Cakes.
to talk about generational wealth? I think Chris Aries has just done generational damage. MJ Grayson's never going to have a family, and it's because of Chris Aries and his bloody elbow.
Oh, this should just be called the Bloodline ending match.
6-4.
Because neither of these two are reproducing after this.
He hit him with a teep. Pop up. Bow kick.
6-5 to
Pop up volley to the ball. Oh, go to nutsack.
Oh my goodness.
Have you ever seen such violence?
I am so stressed. This is the most inhumane thing I've ever witnessed.
We've seen Liam McCarthy drop people on their heads, but this might be the most... Oh! Just a combination!
Now that is unfortunate for MJ Grayson. Nobody wants their head in that area of Chris Aries.
Just the Nards taking so much damage between both of these men. And I don't know how much more they can take.
I don't know how much more I can take.
I feel nauseous. And traumatized.
I was traumatized way before this started. If anything, this has healed me.
It's just reverse trauma. Lilith calling for both men to get back on their feet, but I think that's the least of their problems.
Lilith, the only professional person in the room.
Does the winner get a cup?
I think it's a bloody bit late for that.
Do you think?
What, like one they can hold and lift? Because they're not going to need one for their undergarments.
I hope whoever's doing first aid today has ice packs ready for testicle.
I hope whoever is doing first aid today has very thick gloves.
Ice pack and a cushion. Vasectomy's not required for either of these two individuals. But MJ Grayson seems to have something in mind. I'm sorry, I hate you from MJ Grayson.
Super dick!
Super. And a pinfall for MJ Grayson.
He hit him with a super dick.
Someone bleep it out. It's a family-friendly show.
This is family friendly.
Apparently. So I've been very careful with my terminology. 10 minutes is up and MJ Grayson wins the Battle of the Balls on a Friday night in Bedford.
Just normal stuff. Just normal Bedford stuff.
Everyone at home, hold your family close.
Hold your...
because that was a war that we just witnessed.
That was a war.
I mean, the amount of nuts it takes to stand in the ring anyway.
These two men have got some balls.
I don't think they do.
The cojones on these two.
The cojones that were on these two.
This is very much over with.
Yeah, Chris Eric said this is very much over with.
They probably could have said that after the first minute.
They probably could have said that before I started.
I would like to know the statistics on how many times these two have hit each other in the testicles within the last 12 months.
So did you say the statistics?
As a wrestling match. If you would like the raffle.
Yeah, that's me! Woo!
Big Dave is feeling refreshed. Are we feeling cooled off a little bit? Did we go outside, get something cold from the bar? Amazing. Did anyone chat to Sacred on Walls? I'll chat to you later. I'll say lots of nice things. Right. I think we should get into some wrestling. And seeing as today is a very gaming themed show, the next wrestling match is also very game themed. I would like to present this one for Saving Our World. We would like to introduce the World Encounter match. Now this match, we will introduce a new entrant every 2 minutes, and we will keep going until someone wins. That means if we run out of wrestlers, you're getting in the ring, you're already in the ring, Wags are getting in the ring, you're getting in the ring, everyone's getting in the ring.
I'm not getting in the ring. Sorry. Yeah, I'm not getting in the ring.
You should. You might win.
I didn't win when I wasn't retired. I'm not going to win now.
Shall we start bringing some wrestlers out?
Man, I didn't remember you being that bad.
Yeah, so just to explain, as Patty Cake said, we'll have two people start, and then just like any old gauntlet match, any kind of rumble, it's a combination of both. So two people start, every 2 minutes, a new person enters regardless of result. So you might be entrant number 4. You might not even be scheduled to come out because the match is already over.
Yes,
This could go all the way to 30 entrants. We could have a good old-fashioned rumble on our hands, and we've got everybody in there all vying for that first pinfall or submission. So we truly have no idea how long this will go for. And I have just seen Big Wade's video. I'm in it, taking a big old body slam, and I'm not happy about it.
It's almost a gauntlet style affair. A rumble crossover with a gauntlet. It is interesting, it is unique. And starting off with Big Wade is Mama Cosmico.
Here they come. Egg in tow. Egg! Egg! Egg!
Is the Egg gonna wrestle?
Yeah, now who's the competitor? Cosmico or Egg?
Accompanied to the ring by Egg.
Oh, okay, yes. Sorry, yeah. Patty Cakes did say. Egg! Does Egg have its manager's license? Has that been checked by management? Does it?
They've not been born yet, so I don't think they can have a license unborn.
I watched Egg come out of Cosmico's belly. That egg has been born.
Remind me one day to tell you how birth works.
It came out of the womb.
I'll do what I damn please.
Valid. No one's going to stop Big Wade. Big Wade? Right. Big Wade's my pick, as he is the biggest and the most competent in the match. Big Wade is my pick to win the lot. Have it on record, please. Thank you.
That's not an entrant in the match, is it?
I'm not going to put a bet on just yet because we don't know who else is to come.
Coward.
Well, I've only got 2 odds. There could be like 600 other people lined up.
Coward. Big Wade's the big. He's got big in his name.
Wade is the big pick.
He's got big in his name. What do you expect? Cosmico's not called Big Cosmico, is he?
Doesn't need to be called Big Cosmico.
No.
He's just cosmic.
Can't pick up Big Wade.
Not a lot of people can pick up Big Wade.
Exactly.
What the hell are you doing? You cannot lift me.
Cosmico's not small. Maybe with a little bit of extraterrestrial power, they might be able to. Ooh, not quite.
Not happening.
Not enough. As the lower back goes for Cosmico, maybe they've got to use some of that mother strength.
Big Wade calling Cosmico spineless. Said, you ain't even got a spine.
Cosmico ducking a clothesline for Big Wade and throwing one of their own, but not enough to knock Big Wade down. And again, and Big Wade stands tall. Third impact from Cosmico. Ooh, Cosmico's stumbled Big Wade. Whoa! Ducks. And a second one.
He's goozled him.
Up goes Cosmico. Oof. And straight into the buckle. Zero gravity from Cosmico as they go up and over above Big Wade. Peace on earth.
Right, Cosmico's done something to this crowd. That was not a natural reaction. Something, he's in their brains. Cosmico needs to be stopped. He's got a neuro link with the crowd, which I think is grounds for a disqualification, and Big Wade should be the winner.
You sound like a prior conspiracy theorist who will not be named because they are no longer with us.
R.I.P. in peace.
Who's our next entrant into the wild encounter? Oh. Looking at the screen, we got Spike Valentine straight in with the Spike Thunderbuster and a kick out of 2 from Cosmico, making an immediate impact in this match.
Again, this is how you lift.
Big Wade showing how you lift.
Sneaky roll up, Big Wade kicks out.
Yeah, Spike Valentine.
Huge knee.
Flying knee could knock Big Wade down. There's a 2, almost a 3. First time Big Wade taken off his feet and onto his back, and Spike Valentine nearly picked up the win.
Gonna need a lot more than just a knee strike like that to knock off Big Wade.
I don't know. He rocked the jaw, double stomp from Spike Valentine, who's rocking and rolling.
Very nice.
Whoa. I'm on fire. And up goes Spike Valentine again.
Big Wade's getting angry. Big Wade was already a problem, and now he's PO'd.
He's progressive overload.
I'm going to hit you.
That's rude. Well, Cosmico going for a suplex. Not sure whether he's going to get it.
No, he will not.
As we established earlier on.
Nope.
Oh, but here comes Spike Valentine. Can the two of them together?
No. Hold on. No.
Use their
Fight, Big Wade. Fight.
Space Child and Wild Child both take a ride from Big Wade.
That's my big boy right there. All my money on the big boy.
Cover on Cosmico. Didn't cover the shoulders well enough. Kicked out at 2 from Cosmico. 2 on Spike Valentine as well.
Yeah, get him again, Big Wade.
Kick out at 2. Not really sure on the ring positioning. Cosmico very close to those ropes.
This is why I love Big Wade.
And again.
He's just all about business. He just wants to beat people down, crush them, squash them, get out of there. He doesn't care about your ring positioning. He doesn't care about your footwork or your clean or grappling. He just wants to hurt people.
That is what we're seeing from Big Wade at the moment. We now see the siren Tristan Pretty enter the Wild Encounter.
Yeah, this guy doing his spooky movements and his weird voices, wearing his cape. I don't get it. He's also very flirty.
Dirty and flirty is Tristan Pretty as he tries to red rag to a bull Big Wade. Or purple rag.
Big Wade!
Is it purple pig?
Purple cape.
Oh, sorry. Oh, Cosmico's got some ideas in mind.
No, that's that neuro link again. They're all the crowd's planting ideas in Cosmico's mind.
Cosmico looking for a probe.
Whoa. Big Wade safe.
As the siren Tristan Pretty moved out the way and sweeps the feet of Cosmico with the magic cape. Using the cape as a weapon, Spike Valentine. Duck, dip, dive and dodge. Siren's descent from Tristan Pretty. This could be it. Broken up by Cosmico alongside a kick out from Spike Valentine.
Cosmico keeping his chances and everybody else's chances alive.
Yeah, 1 pinfall, 1 submission grants victory over the moonsault.
And a kick out from Tristan Pretty. That's the issue. It's a beautiful moonsault, but Tristan Pretty is the freshest in there, so he's still got a lot of life on that health bar.
Yeah, absolutely. And Cosmico now fighting back against Big Wade, the 2 longest serving in this matchup so far. As now all 3 of these individuals team up on Big Wade, who manages to break free and take down Cosmico.
John Woo from Big Wade!
Massive shotgun drop kick.
And a big boot. Yeah, you hear the crowd boot. They're all saying boot.
I don't think that's what they're saying.
That's what Big Wade just did. He did a boot.
We're getting another entrant into the match. Who are we going to see? Oh my God!
What? Oh my God!
Sacrifice Pro Hall of Famer.
We talked about it earlier, the very first main event of the very first Sacrifice show. I was in it with this man, Danny Mayhem. The crowd are behind him. I'm behind him. Danny Mayhem's going all the way, baby. Bang, bang.
Mayhem.
It's dangerous. Danny Mayhem entering the wild encounter.
Danny, look in the ring.
The wild showed himself at Cosmico. Oh my God, Cosmico steals the win. As Danny Mayhem danced in front of us. Danny Mayhem.
I tried telling to you.
And he wasn't ready, but Cosmico.
You can't redo it. You can't redo it. Don't flip the table.
Don't flip the table, I've got a beer.
We screwed it down earlier because we knew you were going to try and flip the table. That's not my fault. What do you want me to do about it? I'm not the timekeeper, am I? You had one job, Danny. Get him away as well.
The wild Cosmico appeared and won the wild encounter.
That egg does not have its managerial license. Cosmico was doing Neurolinks.
And the handshake taught by Harrison Leon at the last show.
Get it.
Yeah. Oh, your poor knees, Danny.
Get the jacket. You needed to get down quicker.
I think we all need to calm down and get along.
I counted on you, Danny.
I was so close to saying Danny Mayhem was going to be my pick. I'm really glad I didn't. He was just he was getting the love from the sacrifice crowd.
This is classic Danny Mayhem.
We're going to hit the end of that for like until the 10th anniversary, probably. It's going to be a while before we hear the end of that. Anyway, I do have to take a pause for some very bad news. It's kind of good news and bad news. That was the perfect mixed reaction noise. Well done, gang. After this next match is our raffle. But it does also mean that the bar closes. It is bad news. It is bad news. So drink up, get a drink, but I will guarantee that you do not want to miss our next match, because our next match is our only championship match of the night. And it is for the Ticking Timebomb Championship. Anyone here remember how that works? Give me a wave. Yeah? Anyone here not know how the Ticking Timebomb Championship works? Give me a wave.
I know.
Oh, you sir.
No idea.
You are wearing very different clothes to what you normally wear here. Nick the rep, everyone. Give him a wave. Give him a cheer. Championship is a very fast-paced little belt. It's actually quite a big belt. Our competitors have 10 minutes to win the match by pin or submission. If they do not win the match, the belt becomes vacated. And if that happens at the next show, we do a rematch and we make it even more exciting. We add somebody else into the mix. We make it a triple threat. And we keep doing that every show until we get a new winner. It could be very exciting. So it's all to wrestle for. So I think we should bring some people out to have a little go at this belt, don't you? Yeah. Bristol, would you do your thing?
Our first, I should say, and only championship matchup of the evening on this wonderful warm spring night in Bedford. We saw Ricky Calvet become the #1 contender at the last show with a beautiful buckshot lariat for the victory. And he makes his way to the ring now against not only a humongous challenge in the champion, but the man who also was responsible for putting Ricky Calvet out of action for quite some time, Owen.
Yeah, there's more than just titles on the line on this one. There is a bit of pride in Ricky Calvet that he's trying to earn back, and maybe an ounce of respect required in terms of Liam McCarthy to Ricky Calvet.
Yeah, 100%. We did see over a year ago now, well over a year, the king of the monsters, the current dominant ticking time bomb champion. Throw Ricky Calvet from inside the ring to the outside, which caused him to break his heel. Yeah. And after a very long period of recovery, Ricky Calvet made his return to Sacrifice Pro and has made his way back into a position where he can challenge that man for his championship.
Yeah, there's you know, within wrestling, within pro wrestling, we all see it. There's very clear arcs that our wrestlers go on. You see it in video games quite aptly after the name of the show. You see progression happen within people, and a lot of times it's documented well. We as fans get to follow it all along.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Ricky Calvet has his own story that he's going on here that not a lot of people know about.
Ticking Time Bomb Championship. Introducing first your competitor, your challenger. Hot off his win from the last chance scramble. This is the flamboyant, the fabulous Ricky Calvet. Introducing next, your current ticking time bomb champion. This is your king of monsters, Liam McCarthy!
Yeah, you heard Patty Cake say before, if the match gets to 10 minutes and it's a draw, it ends in a draw, we do a rematch at the next show with an added competitor. Let me just say now, you do not need to worry about that rule while Liam McCarthy holds this title.
Closest we've seen so far is the previous show. MJ Grayson took Liam McCarthy to 9 minutes and 57 seconds.
But yet again, Liam McCarthy got the job done.
Yeah, and talking about earlier on in the night, people having other people scouted. Ricky Calvet having Liam McCarthy scouted, goes in quick, and there's the move that caused the injury to Ricky Calvet. You've got to be thinking that's going to play on his mind.
We say it every single time we watch a ticking time bomb match. If you're the competitor, you have to come out fast. You have to use all of the time you've got to get your hands on this title. But when you're going up against Liam McCarthy, who can throw you...
Oh my God! This could be over early.
When you're going against someone like Liam McCarthy, who can throw you around like you weigh literally nothing, you have to have your head on a swivel at all times.
100% Liam McCarthy, not only a former strongman competitor, a former combat sports athlete, public servant. He's done it all. He is physical, he is vicious, and he is not scared of anything. But Ricky Calvet just sends the monster to the outside. Up and over, Ricky Calvet goes! And big impact on the outside, but Liam McCarthy almost seems to catch him and then favour the knee, which gave Ricky Calvet enough space to push Liam McCarthy into the post.
Yeah, Ricky needs to stay on him here. Oh, he was going for, it looks like he was going for a Hurricane Rana of some sort.
Yeah, but that's a dangerous position for Ricky Calvet to be in. And a Hurricane Rana on the outside into the ring post. Not a lot of impact, but just enough. Ricky Calvet getting a head of steam. Oh! And launched up onto the apron. And we've seen this before from Big Liam McCarthy.
We have seen this before. You do not want to be there in that position with Liam McCarthy bounding down on you.
Squash between a monster and a rope.
And this is a very confident Liam McCarthy. He's on the time scale, but he's taking his time, he's relaxed, he's calm. He knows how this match works now. He's got his eyes on the clock at all times.
Yeah, after dethroning David Grant for this championship, Liam McCarthy's become very proficient.
Oh, beautiful!
Ricky Calvet manages to take Liam McCarthy off his feet.
Yeah, I mean, if I was him, I would have gone for a cover there. He's wasted a lot of time getting up to the top rope here. You need to make it count.
Just a little bit of balance. Swanton from Ricky Calvet. Now the cover's there. 1, 2. Confident kick out at 2 from Liam McCarthy as we are now under 3 minutes gone in this matchup.
Yeah, we've seen a lot with the ticking time bomb matches, especially with Liam McCarthy. You hear the crowd clapping. Usually, that's a sign that they're getting behind their favourite guy. But with these matches, a lot of the time we just want to see competition. We just want to see both competitors or all competitors up on their feet, showing us what they've got, giving it us their all. And that's exactly what these two are doing now.
Yeah, last time out we saw Liam McCarthy in almost a match similar to that you'd see in the UFC. Today you're seeing a lot more of a traditional wrestling match with someone like Ricky Calvet, who is utilising all of his speed and athleticism to keep Liam McCarthy on the back foot, which is smart.
Yeah, you've definitely got a combat in styles here. It's speed against strength. And Ricky, using that speed with that DDT, going for another cover.
2, still confident from Liam McCarthy after being dumped on his head. Almost looked like a stall. And on the DDT.
Look, I get it. In moments like this, you need to kind of game plan with yourself. You need to take a moment, but you don't have the time. That's what makes the ticking time bomb so special. You don't have the time to game plan. You have to keep moving at all times, because if you don't, Liam McCarthy will chop you down.
Almost cut Ricky Calvet in half after a flurry of offense from the fabulous one. Liam McCarthy looks pissed and sends
he might be
Ricky Calvet going for that box shot, scoops him. Monster driver from Liam McCarthy. That's gonna be it.
That is it. With 4 minutes. 4 minutes and 49 seconds to spare.
It took Liam McCarthy less than 5.5 minutes to dispatch Ricky Calvet, but he was on the back foot. Enough energy, enough gas in the tank to scoop Ricky Calvet, using his momentum against him and dump him on his head. And still.
And we spoke about that respect that Ricky Calvet was after. I think he may have earned it.
The question is, with Liam McCarthy still holding the championship, is he looking over his shoulder? Is he watching his back for who might be the next challenger on the horizon?
Yeah, what is next for the King of Monsters? What is next for the Explosive 8? Hold on! I think we might know what's next.
A Siren Tristan Pretty in making a statement here.
Shooting his shot. And he might have missed.
Well, hold on a minute. There's a masked.
Who is that?
A masked person in the ring.
Who is that?
Title straight to the back. As this hooded figure goes to work on Liam McCarthy. Oh, double stomp to the chest. Who is this person? Holy! That's Chris Aries.
It is very, very rare. I am speechless. I genuinely did not see this coming in a million years.
I think you got the message.
Well, we know what Chris Aries wants.
Now I've got so many questions. Is Chris Aries part of the Vile Alliance? Is he leading the Vile Alliance? Is he using them to gain a match against Liam McCarthy and have people to help back him up against the King of the Monsters? We need answers, people.
Make some noise for the ticket Timebomb champion, Liam McCarthy.
There we go, starting off. Making their way to the ring. One of the staples and the foundations of Sacrifice Pro. It's the 8-7. But more specifically, Patty Cakes will tell us who.
That's the Sacrifice OG right there, Shogun J.
Yeah, what a power couple of the 8-7 we've got here. Sacrifice OG, Shogun J. And some may say it's spring, but it's 6 foot sexy season when Harrison Leon's in the building as the Ultimate Sacrifice champion.
And he's making it rain.
And you got a kiss blow from Shogun J as well.
Of course I got a kiss from Shogun J. That's my baby boy. That's my baby boy for the last 9 years of my life, baby boy.
And the 8-7 collectively decorated so highly. Multiple times Saints of Sacrifice champions. Multiple Ultimate Sacrifice champions within there as well. Shogun J, Alexander Roth, Harrison Leon, Warren Banks, Big Wavy, I believe.
Yep.
You can correct me if I'm wrong.
You're not. And I'm going to say it, and it pains me to say, the most decorated faction in Sacrifice history. It pains me to say it, but it's true.
It is very accurate. And representing the Grand Vision, maybe? After falling out with Chase Anthony at the last show.
Look, if we do want to talk about factions in Sacrifice history that could go on to be extremely decorated, Freddie Idol and the Grand Vision are well on their way.
Championship so far eluding the Grand Vision. Freddie Idol trying to claim the first one by challenging Harrison Leon at the anniversary show. Oh, here he is. And then a massive in-ring return.
You know, normally I'm very down when I see him. I'm very irritated. I let him get under my skin. I don't need to do that today.
Because he's going to get hurt?
He's going to get his ass beat.
It's bad enough that I am having to be here and do this match in this Bumtown Bedford. I don't even know where you've been, Freddie, for the past week or so. I've been trying to ring you all week. But the fact is I'm here. I'm part of this match, apparently. And I have a mystery partner for us. And you're a weasel.
He's weaseled himself a mystery partner.
It's no time you're wasting.
Our mystery partner, returning from Australia, is Tony Sin. No, Tony Sin's not coming.
What?
Tony Sin is not here.
What do you mean? I called it.
No, look, shut
face I cancel this fight. See, you've clearly forgotten the division of labour here. And since you're so keen to do my job and get in that ring, I thought I'd take matters into my own hands and do your job for me.
I don't want to get in the ring.
Our mystery partner is Malachi Greatness.
I mean, what a partner for Freddie Idol to recruit, whether he's gone behind Chase Anthony's back or not. Malachi Greatness, who's made a huge impact.
I don't know. I don't know why Chase Anthony looks upset. Freddie Idol's got probably the best available member of the Sacrifice roster for this mystery partner.
Yeah, he does look quite happy now that he's registering that, but I think the insubordination from Freddie Idol has been the driving force within Chase Anthony's opinion. But this looks like a lot of fractures going on in the Grand Vision right now. Something's missing. And I can't quite put my finger on it.
You keep your fingers to yourself.
You say that to Cosmico.
Get the weasel in.
I do think we should probably start with the weasel. I think that's right. Oh my goodness, Freddie Idol is so stressed all the time. Chill out.
I feel like he really needs to take something.
Has he ever gone to a spa? Freddie Idol would love a sports massage. Honestly, a couple of candles, some whale sound. I think he'll be a new man.
Do you know a man who does look like he's well massaged?
Tell me.
Harrison Lee.
Thank you. Look, Freddie Idol looks stressed standing on the apron.
Yeah, he looks tense.
He's not even doing anything. Why is he so uptight?
Harrison Leon, big, tanned, relaxed, sexy, and the bell's off. And what a way to start. Harrison Leon and Chase Anthony have a storied history, and I'm sure that Harrison would love nothing more than to punch his face in.
Ooh, punch his beard off.
Do an uppercut to him.
Uppercut his beard off.
He's not got a beard at the moment, but he did used to have one.
He got uppercutted off. Okay, let's get on with it.
David Grant. Seemed to coincide quite nicely with David Grant punching his beard off. Big lock up from the two of them, but very distinct power and size advantage goes to Harrison Leon. And we're getting a little sneak preview into the 9-year anniversary show of Sacrifice Pro.
This will be the anniversary main event.
Next show, we will see these two in singles action for the championship. We are about to get a little sneak preview as Freddie Idol showing his technical prowess.
Beautiful stuff.
Turning knots around Harrison Leon, who I think might need to stick into the strength advantage at this stage. He breaks the hold and shows a bit of tech himself into that full Nelson.
Oh, grabbing the ears. It's not legal, but it is smart. Lovely snap, man. Oh, what a reversal. We are cooking.
Freddie Idol managing to snap away from that chin lock and get back into the hammer lock. Harrison Leon also rolling outside, snatching the waist, and a big waist lock takedown from Harrison Leon.
I think we are done with the grappling.
Size and power going to the 8-7 in general until this point where Malachi Greatness steps in the ring. And there's not many people that can square up like that to Harrison Leon. Hell of a lot of confidence from this young man as well. And the grappling is done as these two big men trade rights.
Yeah, Malachi said, come and feel some of the greatness.
Feels great for Malachi, doesn't feel so great for Harrison. As another forearm hits the jaw of the big boy baller, and up and over he goes.
Harrison moving. Big splash, lovely. This is, I'm going to say it, vintage Harrison Leon.
Big boy splashes.
Woo!
Malachi's strength nearly sending Harrison Leon on a 360.
The Weasel got some.
And a boot to Chase Anthony knocks him off the apron. Harrison Leon's moving. Tag from Shogun J, bursts through the clothesline. Big boot delivered. And out goes Malachi. Shogun sending Harrison to take out Freddie Idol as he delivers a PK to Malachi Greatness. I can't breathe. The 8-7 have got the Grand Vision and Malachi rolling as Shogun goes over and grabs Chase Anthony by the hair.
Get him, Shogun. Get him. Get him. Give the Weasel some.
Get him. Forgiveness, and in comes Malachi. Headbutt to Shogun J. Malachi looking super confident here tonight. Making his debut in the main event of Sacrifice, I should say.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be careful with headbutting Shogun J. I mean, he's done an Ancestry.com test. He is 1/128th Samoan. So there is a portion of his skull that is Samoan. Headbutting Shogun J is a dangerous game.
If you hit that fraction on his skull, it's going to be very hard.
We talk about the Samoan dynasty. There's the bloodline in the hip attack.
Blocks that clothesline and delivers a shot straight to the kidney. Malachi and then follows it up with a headbutt again. Super kick low from Shogun.
Oof, big knee. Drop Malachi on his buttocks.
Pump knee from Shogun. And there's the striking from Shogun, followed by the senton.
Was that Malachi's spine? He didn't need that, did he?
I will say that I think Malachi's going to struggle to stand. Tag from Freddie Idol. Shogun had his back turned, didn't see it. In comes Freddie and cuts off Shogun with a clothesline. Full motion. And Freddie Idol now, as fast as you like, coming in with that striking. And giving a cheap shot to Harrison Leon.
One for luck on Harrison Leon.
And Lilith preventing Harrison Leon going in and getting some revenge as the Grand Vision plus Malachi deliver the boots in the corner to Shogun.
If the ref's not counting, Freddie Idol's not going to stop.
Yeah, Freddie Idol quite right. Morally, probably not, but rules of wrestling, he was absolutely right.
Look,
Chase Anthony there choking Malachi on the ropes while Freddie Idol distracts the ref, and Harrison Leon's furious.
We don't have to like Freddie Idol, we don't have to like the Grand Vision, but they are playing a blinder.
Yeah, tactics on point, considering Malachi is a very recent addition to this trio. Maybe for one night only, we'll see down the line.
I mean, one thing you do not want to do is take Shogun J lightly. Malachi Greatness, for all the success he's having now, if he keeps all these little brushes, slaps, all these soft kicks, all this thinking he's in control, history tells us Shogun J will get his in return.
Yeah, he knocks Harrison Leon off the side there as well, but we see there from Malachi all that disrespect he's showing Shogun. He probably will live to regret it. Harrison Leon come charging back in, and again by referee Lilith being told to step out at an unusual temperament from Harrison Leon. I mean, he's been more aggressive recently, but he's really losing his head here this evening.
Yeah, we spoke about this earlier on in the show with Tig about how he's being able to keep his head. Harrison Leon is on the complete other side of that spectrum. Harrison Leon has allowed Freddie Idol to get in his head, and all of these little cheap shots that Freddie Idol's giving him, all of the little cheating that we're seeing, Harrison Leon is starting to lose it.
Absolutely. I mean, Chase Anthony is the reason why Harrison Leon lost the Ticking Time Bomb Championship. He is part of that decision-making process to strip Harrison Leon when he was not able to compete. Harrison Leon has a long history of Chase Anthony and a grand vision. Can you blame him for being frustrated?
Oh my God, the Weasel just got some shots in.
Talked himself into this match at the last show. Chase Anthony are now just taking cheap shots in and dragging Harrison Leon off the apron and running around again to get out of the way. I do feel like if Malachi and the Grand Vision can't put this match away soon, they're going to come to live to regret some of the actions they've taken in this match.
I also think it's not long until Harrison Leon just says, you know what, forget the match, let's just fight.
Yeah, title's not on the line, and Malachi catches Shogun and sends him back into the Vision corner. Rolls him forward. Went for a tag, and Freddie Idol said, no, just finish him.
Could this be Malachi Greatness's audition for the Grand Vision?
Could be.
If this goes well, I think we might be in talks here.
Malachi gets Shogun up and goes for that. Ooh, went for the world's greatest slam, but Shogun managing to fight his way back to feet and deliver a big right hand. Shogun showing off that signature striking ability, but Malachi again blocks the kick, delivers a headbutt, delivers another one, and Shogi's on Dream Street. As 3 headbutts hit, and he bounces again off the ropes. Super kick from Shogun J. Both men down. Where did that come from?
That is exactly what I was talking about. If you take your time, if you start playing, if you take it too easy, one kick from Shogun J is all it takes. Call me Dua Lipa.
Dua Lipa. That was bad. Shogun making it to the corner. In comes Harrison Leon. There's Freddie Idol.
This is a preview of the Sacrifice Anniversary main event. The biggest show of the year, June 28th. We are seeing exactly
big boy suplex.
Exactly what is going to happen at the anniversary show in the main event.
Harrison Leon showing why he's the Ultimate Sacrifice champion in a matter of seconds. Takes down Freddie Idol with a move we've seen put people away. 2. Just a 2.
Yeah, I'll say it. That's very smart from Harrison Leon, taking the opportunity to knock Malachi and Chase off the apron. I know Freddie Idol kicked out because there was an extra second that Harrison used, but it's very smart. We know what those two are like. We know they're going to get involved.
You see a little bit of double team action from the 8-7. Freddie Idol managing to fight free and now managing to hold his own against both members of the 8-7. Harrison Leon and Shogi J.
Oh, Shogun caught it. And if there's 2 people you don't want to be in the ring with, when you're getting chopped,
you don't want to be playing slappies with the 8-7 boys.
Ooh, 2 eye pokes.
Duck. Pop. Up.
Alley-oop.
German. And a bridge. 2 count with Malachi pushing Harrison Leon onto the pin to break it up.
Yeah, Malachi just a juggernaut. Just anyone in his way said, no, that pin is getting broken up.
And taking it to the champ as he sends him into the corner. That shoulder taking some damage, and Malachi leaves Freddie Idol center of the ring with Shogun J.
Oh, Chase Anthony, you don't want to be there.
Chase Anthony sacrificing himself for Freddie Idol.
Oh. Let me tell you something. Nowhere is safe in that ring when Shogun Jay is there.
Shogun Jay yet to pick up a victory in Sacrifice since returning. And right now his chances are dwindling. As Malachi's got a hold of Harrison Leon on the outside, stopping him get in. And Freddie Idol delivers the Idol Stomp. That could be over. 1, 2, 3. Freddie Idol takes the victory for the Vision and Malachi.
That is maybe the biggest surprise we have seen in a long while. Not to put anything against the Grand Vision, not to say anything against Malachi Greatness, who put a brilliant showing on. But as we said at the start of this match, probably the most decorated faction, one of the best tag teams this roster has ever seen in 9 years. And Freddie Idol, 1 month before his main event title match, has just scored a victory over the champ.
Absolutely, I could not have said it any better myself. Malachi getting involved to prevent Harrison Leon getting into the ring. Freddie Idol delivering his signature stomp to Shogun Jay. And it was super effective. Harrison Leon calling Freddie Idol back. There's the Vision we will see June 28th. When Harrison Leon finally defends the Ultimate Sacrifice Championship against Freddie Idol.